If ever there was a day to make an episode, today is that day. Hi everyone and welcome to KRYPTALK, that Irish guy that talks about Bitcoin. Let's get the basics out of the way. This is the Kraken chart. These are all daily candles and Bitcoin is trading at $62,925. Today, it hit a brand new all-time high of $63,882.50, smashing its previous all-time high of $61,700. We are trading at, the RSI is trading at 66.29. Remember, if it's not over 70, it's not overbought. And if it is over 70, it can still actually trade up into 70, 80 before having a significant correction. So we're looking good there. That's the advantage of this month-long, depends if you take this from here, it's a month-long sideways consolidation pattern. It gives it a chance to find a new bottom, and it doesn't actually gives a chance for the RSI to reset itself. So now, even though we're trading over $60,000 and today went over $63,000, the RSI is not overbought. So we're going to get rid of that. The next thing I want to have a look at is the MACD, okay? So the moving average convergence divergence. Okay, so look, we've had a bullish cross on the MACD. I've spoken about these before. Every time we have a bullish cross, what I mean by that is when the blue line crosses over the orange line, we tend to get very, very significant price appreciation or pumps or price gains. Now, we did have a bit of a fake out here. Before I mentioned this, I put together a few shorts there on the Instagram and on my Instagram, and I always upload whatever I upload to Instagram, I always upload to the YouTube channel. But there was a fake out. What I mean by that, if you look at this, here we have the bullish cross. The blue line goes over the orange line, which is usually results in significant price gain, but immediately it switched back and went underneath the orange line. So what happened basically is a bit of a fake out. So there was no gains there. But now we've had another bullish cross on the MACD and daily, and we've definitely got the gain. So hopefully this is the start of the journey towards my price target of $88,000 before the 6th of July. I had an episode there. I'm going to leave a link up there to that episode, my price predictions. Very conservative price prediction, but if you haven't watched it, I highly recommend why you watch it, because I outline my price prediction, not only why I think it's going to hit 88,000, but also why I think it's going to hit 88,000 before the 6th of July this year. And to be honest, that's a conservative price target. A lot of people calling for $100,000 Bitcoin this year. A lot of people calling for $288,000, $300, $400,000 Bitcoin this cycle. Okay, let's get rid of this and have a look at where we are. So the this perforated line here, this is the previous all-time high, and then if you take a look at this here, the highest point here, I just want to get rid of this line here. The highest point we reached today was, like I said, it was up here, and that was $63,882.50 on the Kraken chart. Remember, these are all daily candles. Right, so where to next? That's probably what you want to know. Again, nothing on this channel is financial advice. Always do your own research, and the golden rule is never, ever invest more than you can afford to lose. And definitely don't be listening to Irish guys on the YouTube. That's absolutely ridiculous. Do your own research. Use this as a foundation. Use this as a foundation to build your knowledge. Do as much research as you can possibly get. Just accumulate information. But if you do get any further value of this episode, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll keep you up to date with the latest Bitcoin price action and news. So what we're looking at here, this is the previous all-time high, and that was the one before that. So where's it going to go to next? So it broke out of this ascending triangle pattern. Okay, now I'll talk about these Fibonacci retracement levels in a few minutes. Just give me a minute or two to do this first. The first thing I want to talk about is a basic price calculation. Now look, this is an ascending triangle pattern. Here you have a low, a higher low. Just going to highlight these. So you have your low point. I spoke about this in the previous episode. A higher low and then another higher low. And it probably will, when this corrects a bit, we'll probably end up getting a higher low again. But then the kind of price movement here was horizontal. And I've drawn mine a bit strange here. I'm not going to explain why, but there is method in my madness. Right, so the price target calculation. The conservative one. I'm going to go through the conservative one here. So what you're going to do here is basically you take from the highest point, the high point where it basically hit the resistance and move down to the lowest point. So from the top of this triangle to the lowest point. So from here down to here. And we're going to add this on. Now, a lot of people would have included this, but like I said, I'm not going to explain why I didn't draw it like that, but I do have reasoning behind it. But if you just add that there, so from the top of this to the bottom here, we add this to the point of the breakout. That's a conservative price target. And the conservative price target is actually $77,000. So that would coincide with the next Fibonacci retracement level of 2.618. There is another way of doing this. I've seen people calculate this with the flagpole. So imagine this is a pennant or a flagpole, and basically starting on the bottom here of this run up, going up to here, and then adding that to the point of the breakout here. So then you'd be talking up to the 4.2. Is that even a level, the 4.236 level? Then you're talking about 90,000. To be honest, that's not ridiculous. I know it sounds ridiculous. It's not ridiculous. People are calling for $100,000 Bitcoin, but I'm just going to ignore this for the time being. But yeah, I do believe that's going to happen given enough time. But what I'm concerned about right now is this 2.618 level. So let's just take a look at that and take a look at these Fibonacci retracement levels. I'm going to explain where these levels come from. All right, so I started off here and I'm just going to show you how I did this actually. I'm just going to show you how I did this. Okay, so I was looking at this run up here. So this run up here where it was rejected. So if this was the 1 and this is the 0, so I'm going to draw the Fibonacci retracement from basically this point down to this point. All right, so this level up here, which is before it was rejected, down to here, which is the bottom point, just going to drag it over here. So basically my 0 level is here and my 1 level is here. Now if you look at what happened after that, right, the price was rejected and it went down, had a perfect touch on the 0.618 level, had another touch then on the 0.5 level before blasting off. And that's what essentially happens. The price doesn't go straight up. It goes up, gets rejected, comes down, usually corresponds to one of these levels and back up again. So if you look at that, the next level, and look, it actually went up and it actually broke through. Look at that. Sorry, that's a perfect example. That is a perfect example right there. Like, look at that today. 1.4. It went straight up and wicked off the 1.4 level. Like, you couldn't make this stuff up. Now, looking at that price target that I explained earlier on, if we have a look at the level that it actually coincides with, the 2.618 level, which is another Fibonacci level, Fibonacci extension. And then this is actually just above that. So yeah, like $75,000. I think that's where Bitcoin is going given enough time. I think this could actually happen within the next few weeks. It's going to happen before, I think it's going to happen before the 6th of July, because I think $88,000 is going to happen before the 8th of July. That's pretty much it for the charts. If you got any form of value, if you learned anything, go ahead and like and subscribe. And as usual, shláinte. Bye 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 bye.